Hey, and I'm back. Actually, hold on. I'm almost back. I think that's the part we set it up. Okay, whatever. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Now, give me 1 second so that I can finish hooking stuff up. Just 1 second. And I'm excited to be talking to you guys tonight. Trying to find a nice little vibe to complement tonight's show.
Erectile dysfunction.
Big.
Okay.
Never mind. Forget it. Can you, since you're going in the meta, can you turn this down to one more, a little bit more? They talking about crazy stuff. All right, I'm gonna text.
Sorry.
Let me get this together. Hey. How about that? Perfect. All right, guys. So let me take my headphones out because I'm trying to play some music and it's playing in my headphones, and that's not the plan. This is the plan. Okay, so this is cool. Matter of fact, I think I want a fireplace.
I wish you could be live in the metaverse.
I wish I could too.
But that's the thing.
Hey. Okay. This is my type of energy. Now, just waiting for my guest. Joanna, congratulations, love. Let me see. Is she here? I'm so excited to be. Oh, is she here? Is she here? What's up, Brittany? I'm waiting for my guest. She's not here yet, but when she gets in, we're gonna get started. But before she gets here, let me just brief you guys. This is. Oh, she's here. Hey, sis. All right, bet. Here we go. Get in here. Get in here. Hey.
Hey!
So excited. Okay, so guys, let's get started on tonight's show. Season 4, episode 1 of RedLips RedWine RealTalk. Let's get into it. So, hey.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, it's your hostess with the mostest, and you're watching RedLips RedWine RealTalk. I'm a little, don't judge my little cup. I broke my glass. Anyways, and I'm your host, Love Infinite. And tonight, we have a very special segment for you guys. I have a brand new co-host. I'm so excited to have you as my co-host on our show, RedLips RedWine RealTalk. And it is CEO, dun dun dun, Idaia Lane. Bottom, and she will be joining us each and every Friday at 8 p.m. sharp to come and, talk a little bit about femininity, sensuality, sexuality, seduction, and many more sexy ass topics.
Yeah.
Like that. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself to the world?
So, hello everyone. My name is Idaia. I'm the CEO of Skynbyidaia Idaia. I sell lingerie. I sell men's silk pajamas, robes, boxers. I sell sex toys, massage oil, lube, and shapewear. I sell purses and accessories. So I'm just basically a one-stop shop. I'm located in Security Square Mall. You can also check out my website. And I'm also on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. It's on Instagram. As you can see, I don't know if you see right here that I'm pinned in. It's Skynbyidaia _ skin with the Y, SKYNBYIDAIA _ Facebook is Skynbyidaia. And just come and check me out.
Check her out. She is everything. I'm telling you guys. I had some lingerie, some really nice pieces, and I bought this ass wig. I don't even really want to talk too much about stuff, and she knows this, but it's everything like 30 inches. I wish I was on right now, but we are giving natural hair. In the so, guys, I got my notes over here, so bad. Okay, this show is not only going to be coming to you guys now at IGTV. Oh, my necklace oh, it was real. Anyway, not only are we going to be on IGTV live every Friday, we're also going to be on YouTube, and we're going to be on all podcast streaming sites. So give it about a good 24 hours before you guys can see it on YouTube, as well as the podcast streaming site, but it will be available immediately for you to view on IGTV. So let's jump into tonight's topic. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about what we will be discussing tonight. And we will be talking about the 5 love languages. First of all, before we even talk about it, how was y'all Valentine's? So, we can still talk about it. My Valentine's Day was very chill, laid back, low key, me and they really just enjoyed each other's time in. And then now we kind of like a retreat type of thing vibe stuff. And our anniversary is literally 2 days later, so we fused both and decided to just make it a vacation. And I'm from New York, so I love it. How about you, Naya? How was
So I'm actually currently single. So I sell lingerie, so I was helping everyone with their Valentine's Day, but I didn't have a Valentine's of myself. So I was just helping people celebrate, help them get their sexy back, and enjoy themselves.
I know that. My mother was talking about coming to get some lingerie from the store.
Yeah. I talked to your mother,
but she was excited. No matter how old you get, it's something about your mama talking about putting her reason into a lingerie set that still takes me.
Right. Me too.
I'm just saying, the struggle's real. Can't even look at her. Too goofy for me. But, Valentine's Day was everything. Valentine's Day is a day of love. And a lot of people say that Valentine's Day is a, holiday strictly for females. I personally don't think so. I really feel like Valentine's Day is a well-rounded, holiday, not just for females, but for males as well. I guess it's just the way you look at it. But, we got to stop with the labeling of things. You know what I mean? Love is love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all women, we're out there, us women, but y'all women, we're out there getting y'all man or y'all ladies something nice for Valentine's Day. Don't let them do all the work. That's not cool.
I agree. I don't feel like it's just a women's holiday. I feel like that's selfish to say when everyone needs love and should accept love and give love, like a give and take thing. So it's just like when I was reading comments or when I hear people say it's just for females, I'm like, I definitely disagree.
Definitely so.
That's so selfish, though.
It is.
Like, it's just about women. Like, what? Who even said that? Like, who even?
I like y'all, and it's crazy. Females sit back and accept all these different gifts, but they're not willing to give. And I just think that's not a good look.
I feel like that's selfish.
Step it out.
Yeah. Love is about give and take, not just take, or just one person just giving everything.
I totally agree, for sure. Mm-hmm. And you guys, it is February. So I know that it's coming close. I can't believe that Black History Month is the shortest month in the year. Is truly devastating. But at the end of the day, they still have a month. You feel me? The whole month, 7 days. Anyway, but let's go ahead, guys, and we're shed some light on philanthropist Madam C.J. Walker, who invented the relaxer.
The relaxer.
How come women you know what I'm saying, how it feels to need a relaxer, a hot comb, any type of hair product. I'm just so grateful that, we can say that our sister, Madam C.J. Walker, blessed us. Mm-hmm. That's amazing invention, to say so myself.
Yeah.
And, she's the first, self-made
millionaire
girl, in the United States of America. I had no idea that. And that's just, know that, you know, we got a sister that was the first. And then look at everybody else out here making themselves billionaires all across the globe, not just in the United States. That's dope.
It is.
Okay?
It is.
But before we get started on the topic, the five languages, definitely wanted to go ahead and shout out, the Black History Month before the end of the month gets here. Because
Right.
heritage. And we recognize our African American accomplishments, not just, from, the Martin Luther Kings to the Rosa Parks, but CJ Walker to the Idaias of the world, you know what I'm saying, to the Love Infinites, because we are history of the making. And that's a period.
We are.
I just want to make it clear, making it known today. I'm saying.
No.
Again, I'm going to get that. Infinite cookie.
Yes.
Matter of fact, books in store now
And Skynbyidaia. Yes. Pull up and grab you a copy.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started with the show. The 5 love languages. Now, how many of you guys know your love language? If you don't feel bad. It took me, I believe, 2020 to really learn what love languages are, how many they were, and like how it could help me as an individual as well as my relationship improve tremendously. The 5 love languages are quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, and acts of services. Let's get into it. Do you know what your love language is?
Mine.
Yeah.
So for me, it's receiving gifts and it's quality time.
Yes.
Yes. And what's yours?
Oh, I'm a talker.
Oh,
Talk shit.
oh I know.
I remember all day and sad because I don't get tired. It's ridiculous. I like to talk. I like to hear it back. Don't let me just talk shit. Talk. You feel me? Because it makes me different.
Yeah.
For real. And is physical touch. So it literally works out
Perfect.
I could talk her fucking head off while my lap getting a massage. You know what I'm saying?
That's so intimate. I love that.
Oh, it is. It's everything. I'm just so grateful that we can like literally make it work for us. Because it took a minute to literally figure it out.
Right.
And let's actually touch bases on, how important it is to really know yourself as love language. You know what I mean? Can you actually recall a time in your, any of your old relationships or current relationships, if there are any, that you did, that you guys had a disconnect, or you had a disconnect due to miscommunication.
Right.
And did you know do you know whether or not, if you had known the love language at the time, did you feel like it would have improved, your relationship?
So I definitely I feel like it definitely would improve the relationship. I feel like you should know your partner's love language. I'm single now, but I was once married and I'm divorced, and I feel like if I would have known what mine was, and if I would have known what his was, then I feel like that we could have worked it out. He was very much a provider, and yet one of my love languages receiving gifts. But on the other things we were lacking, and then it just wouldn't mesh. And I feel like now, as me being divorced and dating and just knowing myself a little bit more, then I feel like I can bring it to the next relationship.
That's right.
I feel like
learning from past experiences so that in your next relationship, you know what I mean, is so important. If I hadn't found what my girlfriend's love language was, or even just discovered what love languages are, I feel like we would have had, certain disconnects. I mean, we were pretty good together generally. We're like very compatible. We love spending time with each other, just being in each other's space regardless. But honestly, when I discovered the book, The Five Love Languages, and I did research, I learned like the different types of love languages. It really put a lot of things into perspective. A lot of people have big disconnect, intimate relationships with your spouse, and even with your kids, or even with your people at work, or just everyday relationships, parents, or whatever, because you don't really know how to effectively communicate with the next person.
Right.
And a lot of times people get misunderstood, not because we want to be misunderstood, we want to have a conflict or a miscommunication, but because we just don't understand.
Right.
It takes time to really learn your spouse, and it also
I
takes
agree. I agree.
it
I
takes
feel like it doesn't happen overnight.
it
It
don't.
like gradually happens. I feel like.
Right. And a lot of times you gotta want that. You gotta take that initiative. So you gotta acknowledge. You gotta see it. You feel me? Because if you don't acknowledge it, you're not signs. You feel me? And that's any relationship, but exclusively your intimate relationship, because that's what this is about. But yeah, it's important to know your spouse, know your love languages. And once we found out, what it was that each other really liked, how we like spoken, stuff like that, communication stopped being a major issue. We need to really clash, because I'm a big personality. I'm strong-headed, big personality, street strong-headed. She trying to get up on it, trying to get not gonna talk to me, certain type of way, not talk to her, certain type of way. But then we figured it out, the formula, which is like the perfect combination, and now it feels so easy. And now it's like, oh shit, my life, I feel so fulfilled now that I can communicate with her effectively. Because I promise you, I used to feel like I was pulling my fucking hair out. Like, you're going to dance, you're going to listen. And she understand. And I was listening, I didn't understand, but it works out better now. And, that takes me to like the next thing, which is, the love tank. Filling your person's love tank. Is your love tank full, half full, or empty?
So right now, I'm dating, and I haven't found what I'm looking for. So I feel like before you even have to, have love for anyone else, you have to have self-love. So for me, my self-love tank, right, is full. But when it comes to me dating and looking for a partner, that is half full. So I'm together, right? Like, I'm not perfect, but I'm together when I know what I want in a partner. So it's half full. So when I feel like it'll be all the way full when I really find someone who really wants me and really wants to be with me. Like, it's a difference. I feel like people get it like fucked up, because it's a difference than when someone like just is like attracted to you and wants to just have sex, or just talk to you sometimes or whatever, than someone who really like just showed you that they want to be in your life. And that's the fucking energy I'm looking for. And I have yet to find that energy. I go through so much, like, girl, the stories I can fucking tell you. I go through so much BS when it comes to dating. It's just like, I just have.
I'm saying, straight like that. And a lot of times, I need to cut. But I definitely feel you. You got standards. You know what you want, and less. And sometimes people, they just lazy as fuck.
Yeah.
But people will expect for you to give them the 100%, but only give you 50. I've never understood no shit like that. How could you want the whole pie? You know what I'm saying? But you're only trying to get like a fucking fraction of it.
Right.
No, I never settle. Don't ever.
I would never.
Get what you want, because it's out, and continue to do what you're doing until you find that person.
Right.
And will either meet your criteria, you feel me, or they won't. But niggas ain't bending for nobody, and that's just that.
Right.
Unless you choose whatever, because nobody's perfect, but it is. But my love tanks, I feel like, is definitely full.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend is over there. I can't really ask her no questions. She's not on the show. She's listening, but I can't speak for you, is what I'm saying. But I can speak for myself. But I feel like her love tank is fucking beyond full, exceptionally full. They overflow with. I'm just saying. And I doing that. Yeah. It's like, no. But my love tank is definitely full, and I feel like it's important to have, quarterly check-ins. I check in with my spouse, period. I don't play no games. Like I said, I like to talk.
Right.
I'm a talker. I'm also a person that will show you I'm a doer. Fun. Please.
Oh.
I'm a shower as well as a talker, and whatever makes myself, happy, as long as it is definitely fulfilling to her and for me, and it's not harming me or anything crazy the fuck like that. But other than that, yeah, whatever makes her happy. But damn, I lost my train of thought. That is crazy. What was I saying? Can you tell me real quick? Because I was thinking I got distracted from something over here.
Your love tank is full and it's overflowing.
Yeah, but damn, I had a point. It was right there. It's important checking in with yourself. Checking in with yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all on the same page. And that's what I was saying. I'm a talker. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I need to know, like, how are you feeling? Like, let me your report card. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feeling. Is there anything that you need to improve on? Is there anything that's doing that, is a turn up? Like, what can make us better? What can make us stronger moving forward? It is
There's that communication. Communication is key. Communication is key.
And, she definitely lets me know how she feels whenever she feels anything. And that's so important. Like I said, communication is totally key. And I wouldn't have it no other way. I don't like to be, in the dark in situations. I don't want to, life is golden. We're happy. And, out of nowhere, that, like, wait, like, you not with me. You feel me?
Right.
People ghost you. Even though we've been together for 4 years, I don't think you're gonna be, but you never know. So you just want to always know how a person's feeling at all times, and make sure that you are accountable for your actions. Make sure you're doing that. Checking in with your spouse, your relationship, with yourself, because it literally starts with you. You can't expect a relationship to be whole. You know what I mean? If you're falling the fuck apart, it just don't really work out like that, and it's not really for yourself, but for the relationship. Because if you feel not right, you might be projecting that into your relationship, and you don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, love tanking is important, and like just a visual love, like or what love looks like. Just imagine like the gas thing on your car. What did they call it? The gas gauge on your car. That's basically when I say is your love tank full. You imagine it as a gas tank. Is it on F? Is it in the middle? Is it in quarter? Or is it,
yes.
Or is it like But yeah. So, did you want to add anything to that before I move to the next topic? Well,
I do want to add. I just feel like when I say communication, when you say checking in with your spouse, I feel like people be in relationships and they feel like, how can you be in a relationship with someone, right? So how can you be in a relationship with someone and you can't talk to them? You can't be the real you. And that's a part of intimacy, not sex, right? Intimacy, just bearing all and just feeling like you can be vulnerable with that person with everything. And people walk around and can't even talk to their spouse or feel like you can't talk to their spouse. Like it's just all about just having communication and being upfront and honest. And I always say, just be upfront and honest with me. I don't care if I feel like I'm going to be upset or mad. I don't care about any of those things. I want to know the truth, and I want to know how you really feel, and I really want to know what's going on.
And that's some real stuff. My past relationship, so, I'm all about the good vibes. Making sure always. Period. But anyway, I was in a relationship years ago, like a decade ago, with an individual who did not know how to communicate. It is so annoying to be in a relationship with someone and in a type of way, but they won't tell you and they won't talk to you at all.
Right.
So it's not that person is keeping it a secret that they feel some type of way. They want you to know, but they won't tell you what's wrong, because they expect for you to know what
No.
you did
And figure it out.
keep your fucking mind or figure it out. And what if you really don't know? What if you're really just trying to get to know the individual and you still don't know their you know, their pet peeves or their turn offs and certain things like that, and you're just being yourself, and you say some shit or do something that might not, like, what if you make a mistake and y'all had a conversation and you belch, but not purposefully. It's human nature. That turn a person off. This is really petty. This is not what happened. Saying. And you do it, it's a turn off, and now that person's sitting over there, not speaking to you.
Right.
And, like, if you take a minute to pay attention because you're thinking everything good, and next thing you know, that person just ain't saying. And it goes that long for the whole day, or hours the whole day, or until like the next day. That is the most uncomfortable. I've been in a situation where I didn't know what was wrong and I couldn't fix it. Had I known what was wrong, we would have known that, you know, it was miscommunication, and we would be in the boat. But now I don't have a way, when I do find out what the problem is, it's like, you're wrong.
Why didn't you say anything? Why? Yes.
Right. You're not kidding.
I can't read your mind.
Bruh.
Say something to me. How can you be upset or mad or going through something, and I'm right here beside you, laying beside you every night, and we're together, and you're not telling me what's going on?
Right. And it's so...
I don't understand that.
Me neither. I couldn't date that. I couldn't deal with that individual anymore, no matter how amazing that person was. It just wasn't worth it, because it's torture. One person you really love and really want to be with is give you the side for no reason. You just like, what the fuck? Like, how do you really feel about me? Like, who are you?
Right.
Yes. Like, I don't really know you if you could just do some shit like this, and like, I can't be like, communication. The one of the most important things, if not the most important thing in a relationship, is that simple, guys. We gotta sometimes just step outside of ourselves, get out of our mind, stop being so stubborn, and really allow yourself to be vulnerable with yourself enough to be able to be like, oh, I don't like this, or oh, I don't like that. Communicate with that person. And just let that person,
I need this, or I need that.
Yeah, because I'm going to let you know.
Yeah, I am too.
That you fucking know.
Yes. Yeah.
That's just what it is, and that's on period. So what was the next thing I wanted to know, or wanted to say? Okay, so we talked about the love tanking. You know what it is, how to keep it full. And if we didn't talk about how to keep it full, keeping it full is basically making sure that the needs of your spouse, like that report card, checking in with your person thing,
right.
Your spouse's needs are being kept or being met, is making sure that your needs are being met, and it's just it's just an equal thing, in tune with each other. Period. You know what I mean? And if in the event things start to dwindle out, be okay with this. Kind of sometimes it can be uncomfortable to let your spouse know that I'm not real, depending on what's going on. Like,
right.
Find a way to, like, love languages. If it's like, okay, so we talked about the 5 love languages, which is community time, quality time, physical touch, words of information, receiving gifts and giving them. But even touching on different ways of communicating, if you can't verbally speak it, text it. Text it, write a letter, do a video diary, and send it to them. To communicate to a person, if you don't feel like you have a space with that person's face, there's a way. You know what I mean? Just as long as you can communicate, try your best. Pray and excited to yourself, and do whatever you got to do, because you will. You can't talk. Yeah, that's some real shit. But what did I want to ask? The love is a choice, but I'm gonna get to that if I can do.
Okay.
The love high, being in love. You know what I mean? When you're in love with someone, right? Individuals, this go coincide with love is a choice, right? When we get into relationships, a lot of times, we go off of that raw emotion, passion, feeling, that adrenaline that I can't be without, the butterflies in the stomach, the in love feeling, the honeymoon stage. We are they call it a love high. We're always
right in the beginning.
Right in
first
the
meet them, And you love everything about them.
Yes.
Ooh, look how he chew. Oh my God, look how she. Ooh, you saw how she drove that car.
Yes.
That's mine right there.
Right. And from the way they look, the way they walk, talk, the way that they everything. You know what I mean? The way that they act, all of it. You know.
Right.
You're all the way up here, and the love high, it can last from weeks to months to years. And then there's a point in that love high or that infatuation stage or the honeymoon stage, whatever you want to call it, where the reality it sits in.
That's in. Mm-hmm.
It sits in, it does. No matter what, it sits in. You have to make a decision. You have to decide whether you want to continue the relationship or you want to move forward out of the relationship. And that's completely up to you. But when it comes down to decisions, right, you have to understand that when you choose love, you know you look at the pros and you look at the cons of the individual. You know what I mean? All of their findings, matter of fact, all of their flaws. Can you deal with this individual?
Right.
You know, deal with their attitude if they have or when they have one, because we're all fucking human. Can you deal with if they are small when you meet, like if they thick or if they gain weight, will you still be able to love that person? But right? Will you be able to go throughout the pregnancy with her, knowing that her hormones, knowing that her body's not going to be the same? Are you going to be able to, deal with this woman now and forever or for however long? Or can you accept that with them? That's the choice. Right. That is the decision. Because you got to look at the flaws and the pros and the cons. And can you be with this? Like, will this be your forever? If you can do it, you make a decision to stick with them when the high goes down. You decide, I'm going to rock with Ronnie, please. I am going to rock with you. I'm going to stick beside you. That's what they be like. That's mine.
Stick beside them. That's mine. I'm going to stick beside them.
Can you stick beside him? Or are you going to go to the next high? Because we got a lot of dreams. We got a lot of, people who they like that feeling, and they're not too aware of love being a choice, and they think it's just a feeling all the time. Then love goes through ups and downs. Love goes through different roller coasters. It happens.
Right.
Some people say they, like, I've done my research, and some marriages they've said that they felt like roommates with their spouse, like the love tank, not the tank, but the love high. It goes down after like the first year, 2, 3, even 4.
I've been through that. When we so we had 3 children together, and so when it came to the end of the marriage, before we had separated, it felt like we were just co-parenting. Like when we first got together, we was in love. Like, oh my God, we got married young. We was in love. It was just like, us against the world. And then like towards the end, it felt like we were just co-parenting. And the spark was just gone. And we would try and try just to work it out and stay together, but it just wasn't there anymore.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So so that's when it fizzles out, and you make decisions. If you guys have outgrown each other, different reasons why, the love phase, the love stage goes out. You
right.
Out person. That reality sits in. You choose, like I said, to be with them, still be with them, rock that out until you can't go no more. You know what I mean? You decide to, decide away. Or you can just go, on an adventure every time, get out of the love feeling, jump into the next love feeling, and then ride that way until that one's gone. And then you jump to the next one, and you ride that way until that one's gone.
Right.
You jump to, you know what I mean? And it really is your decision. But, if you really, really love somebody, you decide. Love is not just a feeling. Love is an action. You make a choice.
That's an action word. Yes. It's an action word.
Yes, it is. Love is.
It's an action word.
Have you ever been in a picture like that?
You have to show me that you love me. Like, I can't go off of what you say. I go off about actions and what you do.
And that's on everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's on everything. gotta be aligned or we are wasting our
Together. Together.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I taught you. It's like my girlfriend wants to be on the show, but she can't be on the show right now. So you could be in the background. I appreciate you. But for real though, yeah, she did. You did. No, I'm not gonna play with you. You helped me a lot. I've grown tremendously in this relationship. Thank you for everything I've learned. You taught me, and it's important to be able to actions and words go together in order to be taken serious. And because you can just say it. I'm not gonna hear none of that. You can, you can just say it, but I can't just take your word for it, especially
right. You need to back it up.
You know what I mean? And I'm too like niggas is in their 30s. We are too old to be just, you know what I mean, playing these little childish games. I want to know what your intentions are, and I want to show me them. And you can get mad all you want to, but if the moment you start bullshitting me and not showing me who you said you were, and I start seeing somebody the fuck else, I will make a decision to fucking go. Right. That is the choice because I'm not.
And you know me, my cutoff game is what?
Block.
Strong. What?
You nigga, you got it blocked. You wait.
Jesus. Cutoff game. Strong.
You feel me? What they for Monopoly? Don't pass the what? Get the fuck out of here, sir. And people think that sex can just keep in person all the time. That's a part of physical touch. But that's not the only thing either. Physical touch isn't just sex, guys. Physical touch is like it's more intimacy, loving on you, rubbing on you, holding hands, kissing, slapping ass. I'm an ass person. Yes, I am. So it's sad, shit like that. Right. But sex is only gonna work for so long. Right. You know what I mean? Like I love me some a good sex session. I love me some good neck, all that. You know what I mean? With all the shits. But, you're not getting me here. You're not taking my soul. I'm not allowing that. I'm older now and I understand the value a little bit more and I know about soul ties and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be able to, just take I'm not going to take the dick all the time. Right. It's not be bullshit me because if it's good and I know it's good, I feel like you're using it as a weapon and I will not be. So we just went ahead. I just wanted to say that because younger individuals, some older people, they try to suck your brains out, hypnotize you, and fucking snatch your soul through you, put all that weird, you know what I mean? And I was once that person where you could have did that, but I learned the value of it and I learned how to use it in my favor. And sex is very powerful and in a lot of different ways you can create things. We'll talk about that one day, the sexual energy transmutation, how you can create things with sexual energy. Sexual energy is creative. It's a energy for creating because you create kids. For number one, you can have kids. Right. You also create whole lifestyles, whole worlds, fucking fortunes, good fortune. And it all depends on the energy that you put out there when you're in the mix of being intimate. And you can't just give it to anybody. And even if you do, you got to be careful who that person is. They got so you don't get sucked into their shit and then you're mentally enslaved. And a bitch pussy with me before. And then I won't ever allow it again. Ever. Yeah. Got me like Kwani. I don't want to tell the world how good she is to be, but she's fucking fabulous. I did get her incredible, better than anything. I just still had to ground myself because I ain't gonna cat. I was scared. I was like, oh my god, I got a soul snatcher, but I had to ground myself so that I didn't allow my soul to be snatched on here 4 years later. But you got the words, match your actions, so therefore we're good. You gotta be careful out here with people that use sex. That's basically.
Because you can have sex with someone, right? And then they be long gone, and then they still linger around you.
Yeah, soul ties, baby.
You have to be careful.
Get the book and the Guilty Pleasure in stores now. Yeah, or Skynbyidaia.
Yes. Pull up.
This book, I wrote a story about soul ties and how it completely fucking snatching souls, life forces, and you need to be able to control your power, your power. You know what I mean? Your energy. Nobody is in control of you but you. And once you ground yourself and you stand and live, foundation with God, can't nobody take that from you at all, ever. No one. But how long? Well, I think we talked about how long does the love phase, the high, the love high, how long can it last? And until it's time to make that decision. But everybody is different.
Right.
Like, relationship is different. So I don't really know how to answer that question. I go to that. You know what I'm saying? What was I about to say? So you can say how long does it end up being? I can't tell you. Discovering the love and people that think fall in love. I think we kind of touch bases on about everything I wanted to talk about. Is there anything that you wanted to discuss about anything love related?
I do. And I just want to talk about, before you even get into a relationship, I just want to talk about the love that you have for yourself and that you have with yourself. It's like before you even any good to anybody else, you have to be good for yourself. It's like you shouldn't I feel like, in my opinion, you shouldn't look for someone to complete you. You should complete yourself, and they should be like this beautiful addition. It's like people get into relationships and they feel like when that person leaves, that's
it.
End all be all. And I know because I was one of those people when we had when we were separated. We weren't divorced yet. We were separated, and I felt like I was about to die. Like I was like, oh my God, without him, I'm gonna be nothing and all that. And then fast forward to 4 years now, I have my own business, and I have so many wonderful things going on, including this. And so you just have to. But it was levels to this shit. Right? It took me a while to just love myself and be okay and content with being single and growing from myself. Like now I'm ready to date and be in a relationship, but I just wasn't ready to jump into a relationship like right after I separated, right after my divorce. Like, no, I had to get Idaia together.
That's
like,
right.
I had to figure out what she wanted for herself, what career path she wanted for herself, how she can love herself.
That is amazing, and that's what's so very important, because I also was in a situation where I was head over heels infatuated. I love this person because, I was impacted greatly by this person being in my life, and she showed me things that I've never seen before, and opened doors and opened my mind to a new life, a new world, a new, like, oh my gosh, it was just so euphoric, so amazing, like all of that. Like I felt like, oh my God, it's like at the top of the world. It felt like I got out of that relationship. I felt like I was no longer the top of the world. Like when she left, that one, I really had to call my power back to me. Period. I called back my power, called back my energy, and what I did was I became a brand. I started doing spoken word poetry. I became Love. For Love Infinite, I was a poet everywhere on Wednesday. It was all over the place doing spoken word. But I was encouraged. I was empowered. I was inspired. I was motivated. I started back up dancing around the world. Like I invented my idea, like who I am. I became who I am. You know what I mean? And who I'm still becoming. And okay, it came from being, how can I say, empowered. Somebody activated me, and that it is. But it wasn't for us. You get what I'm saying? And so that was over with. It took time for me to heal. It took time for me to find myself again. And then I went through another stage with someone else, you know what I mean? Because I had rebirth, and I became Love Infinite after that. And I became, I'm a very highly spiritual person. My third eye is open. I do, psychic reading. I do a lot of things. I tapped into my true abilities, who I really am. And God and it's through me, and I'm help others, and God uses that. Real quick, please. Show's almost over, please. Sorry, guys. But with all of that being said, I felt like once I got out of a relationship, because I rebirthed, I had gotten to something I was taking advantage of my spirit, my soul. I was taking advantage of. And I felt like it was by narcissist. I felt like that shit was breaking me, and it was taking my energy. Feel me? So when I got out of that, I got with my spouse now, and she helped me heal, and she loved me and supported me and just empowered me and reactivated me and changed my fucking life, like my quality of my life. You feel me? I never seen like when you meet somebody that helps you to like get back to who you really are. You know what I mean? Like it fucking damaged me. I was so fucked up. And then getting back with this person, like I was being taught how to walk, talk, and all like rehabilitation. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly how it feels, though.
Yes, woke me up like, bitch, who the fuck you are? Get me to know who the fuck you are. Like looking at the mirror, like, bitch, you better get your shit together.
Yes, because I did not recognize myself. I was at the lowest point of my life. Yes. I said I didn't recognize myself. Like, you know me. You know me. I wasn't me.
I know the diva bitch. Yes. That the fierce you ever fucking ride.
Right.
You gotta just refine yourself, and it's important to really love yourself, you know, and really have a foundation with God, and God will know any and everything. God will send you resources, people, messages. You just gotta pay attention to the signs. You gotta feel it within your soul, in your heart, within your gut. God will never steer you wrong.
Yeah. I did not know that God had all this in store for me. Like when I was going through all that, like I thought it was over for me, and God had all this in store for me. I did not know that at all.
It's really yet to come. The best has yet to come. This is literally you just scratching the surface. It's not even, you didn't even barely scratch. You like, I feel like, everything happens for a reason. I feel like we have connected for a reason to open more doors, help each other open doors and open other doors, and lead a lot of women to self-love, self-empowerment, self-discipline, self-awareness, embracing their self, essentially, sexy, bringing the sexy back, taking feminine energy back, and embracing it. Because a lot of times we become more masculine than we are feminine. And it's like, that's not all of who we are, but the balance, is really what it's all about. And bitch, we out here doing it together. And this is just the beginning. We out here. That's what's up. It's so cute. The show is coming to an end. We exceeded it a little, like 3 minutes, but we called chats.
Yes.
Real quick, I really appreciate you for doing this with me. I am so grateful and thankful, and I love you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
You got my back, and I got yours, and that's gonna be ever. I promise. But that's it for the end of the show. I said that's it for the end of the show. That is it for RedLips RedWine RealTalk. I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning, episode 1 of this. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I will be uploading and editing and uploading this to YouTube by tomorrow, and it will be on all YouTube. I said all YouTube, all podcast streaming sites from Spotify, Deezer, Apple, all of them. And is there anything you want to say? Also, let them drop your stuff.
Hello. So again, my name is Idaia. I'm the owner of Skynbyidaia. I sell lingerie. I also sell men's silk boxes, robe, pajamas, massage oil, lube. I have sex toys, and I also have shapewear and wigs. So my brand is all about women empowerment. Well, empowerment for everyone. And I sell lingerie from small to 5X. And it's all about just self-confidence and self-love. And I feel like besides being naked, lingerie is one of the most intimate things you can wear. And I know when I wear it, not even wearing it for anymore, but I know when I wear it, I just feel confident and sexy, and I just want everyone to feel that. So just hit me up. I'm on Facebook. It's Skynbyidaia. It's by Idaia, Idaia. I'm also on Instagram. It's SKYNBYIDAIA _ and just hit me up.
Hit her up. Real quick, I need to go in and plug my book, Infamous Guilty Pleasure, which is available on Amazon as well as in
Skynbyidaia Idaia, yes.
Security Square Mall. What's the address?
It's 6901 Security Boulevard, Baltimore, Maryland, 21244. In Security Square Mall.
You heard what she said. Please get your copy today. Get your copy tomorrow. Get it next week. Get the copy. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is RedLips RedWine RealTalk. And it is RedLips RedWine RealTalk, the podcast on all podcast streaming sites. Like I said before, I sell candles, I sell crystals, I sell sage, Palo Santo, incense. I made this necklace here. I sell rings, mood rings, hematite rings. I make evil eye bracelets. I am your spiritual girl. I do tarot readings. I'm a spiritual advisor. I help heal individuals. If any of you guys need any spiritual advisor, any tarot readings, any sage, any crystals, any Palo Santo, anything like that, DM me. I'll have a website soon, guys. We're working on it now, but DM me for any of your spiritual needs, and please go and follow my spiritual page. I'm about to call it a channel. My page is Rose Divine Healing on IG. And that's it. And get the box. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace. Uh-oh. There we go.